Hi friends, Dr. Victoria Sorvati here with the timely message. You know, we are still kind of in the midst of the season of Passover. It's almost over. We've been involved in coming into our homes and shutting the door, making sure our mezuzah's on the door, and applying the blood of the Lamb to not only our home through a tradition such as the mezuzah, but also to our heart, because we know that all of this on the sod level has to do with a circumcised heart. We are seeing a time that is unprecedented all around us, where it's coinciding with the things, the plagues of the Bible, and with this time and season. When you look back in the book of Exodus, and you see what's happening after the children of Israel have left Egypt, and now they've gone up to Mount Horeb, and they've seen the mighty power of God and fire and demonstration of lightning and earthquakes. It terrified them. And I know that as we look at the demonstration of judgment that's right outside our door, it is terrifying when we see these things that look like could be harmful to us. But in reality, it's a time whenever God is testing us. It's a time when God is showing forth his mighty power through his word, because his word said that these things would happen. And because God's word is true and it cannot come back void, these things must happen. He performs his word as he watches over it. And apparently this is a time and a season where he is performing these words of plagues and judgment upon not only just our nation, but all of the nations of the earth. And I'm reminded in Deuteronomy 5 to just encourage you with what the Lord is saying to the children of Israel, and specifically Moses. I know that they came to Moses after this demonstration and said, "We're terrified of this. We don't think we can live through this. You go and talk to God and then tell him what he says, and we will do what he says." And so it says Adonai, this is in verse 25 or 28, depending if you're in the complete Jewish Bible like I am. It says, "Adonai heard what you were saying when you spoke to me, and Adonai said to me, I have heard what this people has said when speaking to you, and everything they have said is good. Oh, how I wish their hearts would stay like this always, that they would fear me and obey all my mitzvot, so that it will go well with them and their children forever." You know, when we see a demonstration of power, when we see something like this in the earth, even whenever it's something like 9/11 or some type of devastation like an earthquake or a tornado or a hurricane, many people fall to their knees. And that's what's happened at this time. So many people are crying out to God. So many people are evaluating their lives and saying, "God, what do I need to do to get right with you? Because I see the awesome power that you have throughout the earth. And I realize that I am not an immortal being, that one day I will stand before you." And it forces us to look at these life and death situations. And I believe that right now, so many people are wanting to have that encouragement. Many of the Christian books are sold out in a lot of the stores and on Amazon. It's amazing that so many people are coming together in these assemblies on Zoom and taking advantage of all the things that are on the internet concerning our faith and the encouragement that comes from these different elements that are out there. But you know, I really think that God says, I want them to remain that way. Yes, they were fearful. Yes, they saw a demonstration of my power, but if they would just always be like this. And I think this is what he's wanting us to get from this today, that he wants us not just to be terrified of what's happening right now and get on our knees and pray, but we're to maintain this posture. We're to maintain these priorities. He's taken away all of our idols right now. Our country does not have any sports events. We don't have, the theaters aren't open. We can't go to bars and restaurants. We can't occupy our mind and our thoughts and our time in things that are not of God. Not that Christians can't do those things, but when we occupy our time, when that becomes our focus, it becomes an idol. It becomes something that we direct our faith really into, because we want to be entertained. But God's saying, if I took all that away, where would you go? Well, we go to our knees, don't we? And that's what's been happening. And he is wishing, he is hoping, he is desiring that we would stay in this posture, even when all this is lifted away, that we would maintain this type of adoration and this type of desire to enter in and to do his mitzvot, to do his commandments, and to be faithful unto him. I pray that this week will be a great week for you, that you would, your faith will be encouraged, that you will find God in every single YouTube and teaching that you get on the internet. And if you can get something out of each one, then I pray that it would increase your faith so that you will maintain this type of faith even when all of this is over with. May God bless you, and shalom.